And good afternoon, folks. Welcome back to Undercover ET. Breaking news today, guys. Mark Christopher Lee has got something he wants to get off his chest. Now, I knew this was a possibility. I did ask Mark a few weeks ago about his source to see if he's got any other information which would convince me that his source is legit. He didn't give me an answer, and now I know why, guys. So I'm going to read you a post. It's not good news, but also it tells its own story, and we're going to break it down. As always, like and subscribe to the channel. We do need your support. Support the public's evidence. Support disclosure. Let's go. Alright, so Ross Coulthard on X has posted this. As we anticipated, there has been a major walkback from British UFO researcher Mark Christopher Lee on his claims that a Trump administration insider told him at POTUS disclosure is imminent by July 8th. Sadly, he now admits he's been misled by his source. Well, surprise, surprise. And I really don't like sources, guys, because there's certain individuals, I call them grifters. They go online, they claim that their source has said this or seen this or has a video of this. And in reality, their source is their dog, right? They're just there for clout. I've seen it a lot. Jon Stewart's one of those. He just literally, if you read all of his posts, a source told me this, a source told me that, a source told me this. He jumps on every big news bulletin. Fact of the matter is, he's got full evidence and he's a grifter, right? It's a shame, but just like Eddie Abbott, they're grifters, okay? Unfortunately for Eddie, he turned around to me and said he wanted to make money on this, and that's where I was like, yeah, mate, you can't just blatantly tell that to me and expect to get away with it, right? So, no problem with anyone trying to make money. I make money on YouTube, right? But I don't do this for the large crowd. I do it for cameras in the sky. Yes, it comes hand in hand, but the more cameras are in the sky, the better the evidence. The more evidence raises awareness. You know the drill, guys. That's why we do it. I'll touch on that in a minute. Let's look at what Mark has got to say. So Mark Christopher Lee says this. I'm sure a lot of people will enjoy this, but there you go. I took a chance and I got burned. Personal confession from Mark Christopher Lee. I've been completely misled by disinformation in the UFO disclosure saga. My Washington insider source who fed me details about Trump's July 8th speech and the May 1st press conference was likely a plant designed to hype and manipulate the community. I've been pushing for further details on the May 1st conference, but they are not returning calls or emails. Nothing has materialised, no speech, no reveal, and now I see I was used to spread false hope. I suspect it's all been orchestrated. Lara Trump hinting at the prepared speech, Obama casually saying aliens are real, then Trump's directive to release the UFO files. It feels like a coordinated tease to string us along without ever delivering the truth in full. I deserve the hate and I told you so's. I took a chance going public with the right motives, transparency for all, but live and learn, it's taken a real toll on my health, which is unfortunate. Lara Trump's comments and Trump's file release directive had me convinced there was truth, but it's all smoke. The UFO world is full of psyops and lies to keep us chasing shadows. Sorry to everyone I misled. Maybe I was used to put out the demon aspect of the UFOs, which makes me sad. Promoting that narrative feels manipulative now. Thanks for the ride. Love you all. Peace out from the UFO grind. He sounds like a beaten man. Sounds like his health's taken a toll. Feels pretty gutted that he's been lied to and he's made it public. Mate, I don't think any less of you for being misled. I had Eddie Abbott on the show. I thought he was genuine. He was giving it all. I just want you to do well, Rob, and you know, all of that. But the reality is he just wanted to get a following to make money. And I called him out on it very, very early. And several weeks into it, we cut ties. Because that's all he was doing. Posting to make money. Half of it ain't even real, right? So, I get it. I get it. And I never fell into that hole. I made it very clear he was a grifter. Mark, you've done the same thing, buddy. I want you to know you got an insider from Washington, supposedly, that was telling you stuff. Maybe you didn't do your vetting properly. I don't know. I did ask you a few weeks ago if you could let me know any more, and you kept quiet. And that was a red flag for me, okay? But I just felt maybe you didn't want to share the information. Who knows, right? But ultimately, you've come clean. You've said, look, I got played. Let me just say this, Mark. Maybe they are playing us. I mean, if someone said to me, what's the chances of this thing being planned? I would have said, yeah, it's probably been planned in the last 15, 20 years. And it's literally, we're going for disclosure right now. They wouldn't come out with these things if they weren't going to disclose in a controlled way, at the very least. Now, they're not going to give us everything, of course, but that doesn't mean we're not going to find everything out, guys. Doesn't mean that at all. Like I keep saying, NHI are their own individuals. Okay? Our neighbours. They're their own individuals. Now, if there was an agreement in place and it's been broken, we're probably going to learn a lot more about these individuals soon. Also, the human race itself may be on a timer, as Greer and others keep saying, where we need to get this out and we need to roll it out in the safest possible way, because they're going to turn up. And I believe that. I mean, they're already here, but when I say they're going to turn up, they're going to turn up to communicate with people. And that's where all of this gets taken out of all the government's hands. They can't stop another entity or being making contact with us. And that's the end goal. So there might be psyops in between. There might be plans. There might be wars. There'll be wars behind closed doors for sure. There'll be social media wars, misinformation. But when that's all said and done, when it's all said and done, guys, the NHI will contact us and we will have full communication. It's as simple as that. It's not like a country can sit next to a country and never communicate with each other. They will eventually find the border and communicate. We are a planet. There are millions of planets out there. There are hundreds of beings out there. As far as I'm concerned, they will contact us 100%. I guess what I'm saying, Mark, is don't beat yourself up regarding the fact you've been played. There are a lot of people trying to play people like you and me right now. Okay? You have to be careful. You have to be careful. Do I feel threatened? No. If they came for me, wanted to pass disinformation to me, that's fine. I'll make sure that I just clear it all up when I find out it's false. You know? What does this tell us, ultimately, Mark? It tells us that whoever's in Washington feeding you information, whoever's orchestrating this whole disclosure thing, cannot be trusted. And that's where public disclosure, that's where it comes back to what can we do to get the information out there. And it's quite simple. We don't have the clearance. We don't have access to the bases. We don't have access to the craft or the bodies. What we do have access to are cameras. And we have a big arse guy that we can record, guys. A big arse guy. They can't stop us. They can't stop the NHI from interacting with us. I proved it last year. A group of us went to Wales. All cameras in the sky. 6 of us. A saucer approached us. Simple as that. Honestly, it's in our hands. It's in our hands. Stop waiting for politicians, the press. Let's be honest. The military lied to us. The politicians have lied to us. The press have lied to us. So why wait for those sources to tell us anything? Just take it in our own hands, guys. That's my message today. Keep recording the skies. Keep submitting the evidence. UndercoverETUK@gmail.com. When we get the gold, we post it. Simple as that. The more people that start watching, the more people will start recording. The more people that start recording, the more awareness is raised. And they can't stop that. They literally cannot stop that. Truth of the matter is, we can't do nothing about what they've done or what they're planning to do. We can only do what we can. Find out the truth, make it public, support public disclosure, guys. Please get behind me. Please get behind everyone else. Honestly, once they announce this, and they will, the next big thing will be to record the skies. We started doing that a long time ago. I encourage everyone to do it this year. There will be more sightings, guys. That is a promise from me to you. Thank you so much, guys. Take care. All the best. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye for now.